Good afternoon, guys, and happy Monday to all of your sunshiny faces. So guys, I actually already took a shower this morning, earlier today, I guess, because we ended up, I didn't get up super early. My mom woke me up this morning though, before I was sort of ready to get up because I was tired, because I stayed up. It was weird. I was out in the living room, and then my dad had put on he put on the Naked and Afraid show. It's like his thing. He watches it on Sunday nights, or I guess it's on like Sundays, but he was watching like some of the older recap episodes or whatever. And so it was just on out in the living room, and I was more on my phone, and then I was like kind of watching it, and then I ended up falling asleep for a whole episode. Then I woke back up and was like too awake that I ended up staying up for like another episode. And then we were trying to see if like ESPN or maybe even to like one of the local broadcast stations or something like that had like a recap about the Cubs game, kind of like the highlights and stuff like that from the game yesterday that we went to go see in person. So we like stayed up and we're like waiting and watching, and like they didn't have anything. And then like we were like, oh well, maybe they'll have it on this, because like there was like one really good play that our outfielder made, and I was like, oh, I feel like maybe, I mean, it wasn't like phenomenal, but it was like kind of a good play, and I was like, oh, maybe they'll have that on like with the highlights or like the top 10 or something like that, and they didn't. So then we watched like the MLB network, and they actually did have the like, I don't know, like the highlight kind of stuff that was on there, just kind of the recap from the game, because that was kind of what we were looking for too, like just the recap from the game that, you know, from while we were there and stuff like that. Not necessarily we were looking for ourselves in the crowd, but we were kind of, like I said, just looking to see like the highlight stuff and the game recap and whatever, and like nothing had it on. So finally when we found that it was on there, and like it was actually like the next ones, but we'd stayed up a while just like waiting around, so we were just watching like all the sports recaps from yesterday. And then, so like I said, I stayed up kind of late yesterday. Then I ended up going to sleep, and my mom woke me up early this morning because she was asking if I had taken the dogs out and stuff like that, or if I had fed them, because like my dad was gone, even though he was home today, but he went to go to a chiropractor appointment. So then when he came back, he'd asked my mom, I guess, like to ask me if I had fed the dogs yet, and I was like, no, I didn't. And like he woke me up like already, and like I was like, I went to bed late last night, plus like too, I was just kind of tired from being out at the game and everything like that, and I was like, I was just expecting to kind of sleep in, because today was my aunt's wake. The funeral is tomorrow, which is why I'm going to bed like really early for my normal going to bed, because I have had like a consistent, not a consistent headache, but like I've had a headache that's just kind of come and gone over the last couple days. It's been like kind of my nose too. I kind of wonder if it's allergy related, honestly, but like I just have not felt that great like the last couple days. But also too, I feel like that could be because we've had so much stuff going on, and maybe also possibly as well, like not getting a lot or adequate sleep, because I kind of haven't. So I was hoping to kind of sleep in today, which I didn't, because once my mom woke me up, I tried to fall back asleep and never could. So I just kind of laid around, and then like I said too, was like, I mean, like I wasn't even on my phone. Like I was actively trying to fall back asleep, because I was like, maybe if I can just get another hour or two of sleep, it would be really nice. Well, like I said, I tried. I could not fall back asleep, and then ended up getting up. But then I didn't have too much time before we did have to leave for the wake, which we went, I think it was like around 2 o'clock we left or something. I think we got ready a little bit before that, but like I said, I like took a shower and everything, so I think we left before, or like I said, around 2 o'clock. I think it was at 3. Maybe we left after that. It was like 2:30 or something. And then we ended up getting there, and we stayed until about 5 o'clock because we were all driving together. Initially we were like, oh, well, do we want to drive separately, because Jack and my dad had to come back because they had football camp today, which was at 6. They missed like the weightlifting, but they were there for the the football camp. They were planning on going for like a few hours, and then you know, like I said, me and my mom were gonna stay longer, but then we ended up all driving together. So then we left when they left, which was about 5 o'clock. So then we came back, and then I didn't end up doing too much the rest of the day today, but I'm like, I just want to go to bed early. Honestly, I want to go to bed really early because I am really tired. And like I said, I think that the headache and kind of just the, I don't know, it just feels like fatigue. My brain is fatigued because of, like I said, all of the stuff that's been going on. On top of that too, we also had the guy who has been power washing and everything like that and painted the garage. He's painting like staining the fence right now, so he was doing that today, and he got part of it done, but I don't know if he's coming back tomorrow, like after we get back from the funeral, because the funeral's tomorrow and it's early in the morning. Like I have to be at probably 7:30 or so. We have to leave by like 8 or 8:15, I think I said 8:15 because my mom's like, oh, 8:30, but like the same thing too with today. We're like, okay, let's leave at 2:30. I think we left after 2:30 and the plan was to leave at 2:30. So I was like, okay, well then if we're leaving at 8:30, we say we leave at 8:15 and we'll be out the door by 8:30. So that is the plan for tomorrow. But then after that, Wednesday, almost the entire day will be normal, except my parents are leaving to go on vacation on Wednesday evening. So there's just been so much stuff that's been going on. And like I said, I feel like that's also contributing to the headache and the like brain fatigue right now. And just the tiredness. Like I said, you know, Saturday got up to go to the grocery store. Yesterday got up, I mean, and again, I wasn't up like that early, but it's just like I don't know, just getting up earlier, I guess, for me. And also too, like a lot of times I've been going to bed late or later. Like last night I went to bed so late, and then woke up, you know, like later than I normally do, and I go to bed kind of late anyway. So it was just really bad. And then too, I felt like I just haven't gotten a lot of sleep, especially over the last like few days. Like Friday too, my mom woke me up early on Friday, and then again today, and I was just like, I am gonna be woken up again early tomorrow. Like the plan, you know, so I'm preparing myself, going to bed early tonight, but like I thought I was going to be able to sleep in more today and more sleep through, kind of, because if I had even gotten up like an hour or two later than when she woken me up, I feel like it wouldn't have been that bad. But then I tried to fall asleep for like forever and couldn't fall back asleep, which I should have probably just gotten up, but then I feel like I'd be more tired than I am right now, and it's just, yeah. So anyways, I'm going to take a shower and get to bed. I don't really need to, I already washed my hair like earlier, so just need to take a quick shower. So kind of just wash the day off, and like that's my nighttime ritual and routine. Like I can't fall asleep if I don't take a shower. It is really hard for me to fall asleep and get good sleep if I don't take a shower, which is why I'm like, I need to, so that I can hopefully fall asleep and be in that routine of falling asleep. You know, once I take a shower, I'm accustomed to going to bed, so it helps me with like, even though it's still early, I'm tired enough, and if I take a shower I should hopefully fall right to sleep, hopefully, fingers crossed, because like I said, 7:30 in the morning or so, it's going to be really early for me. So anyways, I will see you guys in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.